Will you vote for any deal to any bill that would increase the debt ceiling?
It just depends on what it is.
Depends on what it is.
The word deal concerns me. If it's good for America.
The debt ceiling is a very powerful weapon.
When it comes to foreign policy, I'm in the Ronald Reagan camp.
Do you think that Obama's a socialist?
Well, he doesn't hide it.
What do you think his socialist agenda is?
And it's a number of things. For example, let's take NASA.
Would you allow us to default on our debt?
All right, let's let him get on the elevator.
Nope.
Thank you.
That would be an impeachable offense by the president.
The more regulation you have in any industry, the less competition you have.
We crossed over 100 million Americans now are on the means-tested welfare program. This time next year, over half the population will be associated with one of these government programs.
So more than half of America will be on some form of entitlement by next
Well,
year?
yes.
But so essentially Medicare will be turned into a voucher program.
It is not a voucher.
A voucher-like program.
No, it is not a voucher. Let me explain the difference between a voucher and a premium support.
So you would defund the EPA?
Oh, I think they should play the debt ceiling card. That's a very powerful card.
One of the key items of religious freedom is marriage as defined by God, by the Creator. This Constitution says for ourselves and our posterity. You can only have posterity by having children. That's only done by men and women together in marriage.
But what scares me to death is that once we start on that crack pipe, I don't know how we get off.
Department of Education, find the word education, find the word energy, find the word environmental protection. And so we can start by returning to a constitutional form of government.
In Obamacare, that $700 billion was taken out of the Medicare Trust Fund, and it was then put into the Obamacare.
You just advocated using the debt ceiling against...
No, to make a deal. No.
To make a deal.
Make a deal. I don't want to use the debt ceiling. I want to use the debt ceiling to make a deal so that we can straighten out this country, which is a total mess.
But the debt ceiling only pays for things that have already been approved budgetarily. So by using the debt ceiling, it's effectively saying that we will not pay for things that we've already
I'm just saying it's
authorized.
a negotiating point. It's a very powerful negotiating tool.
But so you would pay
And they haven't used it really. They haven't used it with great power.
But you would pay for expenses that we've already
I would use the debt ceiling to negotiate a big deal and a proper deal so the country could get back on track.
I'm trying to get to brass tacks, like who would have orchestrated it? Because obviously you think that it was orchestrated, the meltdown, so who orchestrated it?
You know what? I believe that the stock market, if you look at the stock market, it is highly orchestrated.
I don't see how in the world additional background checks are going to be of great value. Look, let's be honest, 99.99% of gun owners in this country are responsible.
Do you support a ban on high-capacity magazines, Senator?
Yeah, I'm against that.
So what would you say to environmentalists? Do you believe in climate change?
I don't believe it.
Mediocrity simply can't be tolerated because that's what's hurting the poor in America today.